What's going on, baby? You are now tuned into the Way Back When podcast, a reflection upon the golden era, our golden era.
Back in the days, back in the day, back in the day, back in the day, back in the days, back in the day, back in the day, that's when I was young, back in the days, back in the day, back in the day, back in the day, back in the days, back in the day, back in the day, that's when I was young,
What's going on, baby? You are now tuned into the Way Back When podcast, a reflection upon the golden era, our golden era. At this moment in time, you already know who it is, and you already know what it is, man. It's Mr. Nostalgic in the building, as I normally am. You already know, Dizzle Stacks, big baby. I normally come through with my player partner, on the week in, week out basis, and he joins me on this nostalgic journey and whatnot. But he's out of commission tonight, so we got the homie Ector, aka Money E, joining in, filling in for him tonight.
What up, dog? It's Money E.
That's a good nickname. I like that.
That was spot on right there. That was spot on. That was spot on. I know you got all the Wodies confused right now. And Wodies, we have a very, very special guest with us this episode in the building, man. This guy's doing some big things in Victoria right now, getting his comedy jig on and whatnot. We got Bubba Flores in the building with us tonight. Wodies, Bubba, what's up, bro?
Woo woo! What's going on, guys? Thank you for having me on. Can y'all hear me? We good?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
You sound good, baby. You sound crispy.
Y'all see me good?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Look good.
I'm a big dude. I'm trying not to be most of the screen. You know what I mean?
Nah, hell no. Big is better. At least that's what the ladies tell me.
That's what I always used to say. I wasn't big. I'm more to love.
Me, they just call me obese. I don't know what it is. That's what the doctors say anyway. They're like, look, man, all joking aside, you got to do something. Thank y'all for having me on, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thanks for joining us, man. Wodies, thank y'all for joining us for another episode of the Way Back When podcast, man. We got a good ass episode for y'all. You know what I'm saying? But you know how we normally do before we get into things, man. We got to check on the people, man, see how things is going. So, Ector, man, holla at us. Holla at the Wodies. How was your weekend, bro?
It was good, man. We really didn't do too much. We went and did that pop-up brunch that Hoovar's had on Saturday.
Yes. Yeah. How was that?
It was good. It was good. I had like a chicken fried steak with like over easy eggs, and they called it smashed potatoes, but it was really just little brown potatoes that they smashed down or whatever. It was good.
Okay.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah. So we did that, and then you know what I like to do, AD? I went thrifting after that. Hit up the pawn shops.
Finds. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Hit up the pawn shops and some estate sale store. And
do you look for stuff specifically?
Just anything that's like throwback, just from like our childhood or whatever. Yeah. Like I found some like 1980s. It was Ninja Turtles. It was like a Ninja Turtles comic book. It was a Legend of Zelda, like Nintendo Power comic book.
Really?
Yeah. And then that New Kids on the Block hat.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah, it was from like the 1990s Hangin' Tough tour.
So, the toughest boy band out there. They were the realest.
Whoa.
They were the realest.
You're bringing up fighting words right now.
Right. I'm just saying.
Bubba, know your audience.
Did you not see their rat tails? Did you not see their rat tails?
Yeah. Hey, this is a podcast divided right now. So we got an NSYNC representative, we got a New Kids on the Block representative, and then Backstreet Boys over here.
No, it's definitely NSYNC. I don't even know what we're talking about.
Oh no,
I don't even know what we're talking about.
All right, we got to.
I'm lying. Backstreet Boys, they had some good stuff. They had some good stuff.
How do we get this guy on the pod? How do we get this guy here? There you go. That's the move right there. That's the move right there, baby.
Oh my gosh. It's just that New Kids were like when I was a kid, you know what I mean? And you think that they're the coolest, you know?
They were definitely the OGs.
Yeah. You think that they're,
Yeah.
They paved the way. You know what I mean?
There's no BSB, there's no BSB, there's no NSYNC without New Kids on the Block.
Yeah.
So
I don't want to get down on boy bands right now, but there's no O-Town, there's no
98 degrees,
you know what
LFO.
I mean? Like, I don't follow boy bands, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
What you call? Oh, yeah, I got to give a shout out to Eddie, man. Eddie Zuniga, man. He was on the podcast a few episodes back. I think he was one of the organizers of that brunch event down here in Victoria. So, man, shout out to him and everything that they're doing over there. Looked like a pretty cool event that they had going on. So, wish I could have.
Sorry.
Well, no, I was just gonna say wish I could have made it, but yeah, next time. I know they're gonna do
what
it.
What does that mean? Brunch event?
Was
there like a show or
no?
Or was it just
it's
brunch?
just because like Huvar's isn't open in the morning.
Okay.
They're only open for like pizza night or whatever on Saturdays. So they made it like a special event or whatever for them to be open for a brunch.
Oh wait, did you go? Hold on, am I talking about the right one?
No, because you're thinking of the one of the VFW.
That's like right. Okay. Yeah. My bad. Well, shout out to Eddie and shout out to Huvar's for both of y'all's brunch efforts. You know, everybody's out here brunching nowadays. So
I like the food from Huvar's. It's awesome, right? But I never go. I never go to Huvar's because
the chairs.
I'm too big to sit in the chairs, bro.
It's the chairs, right?
That's 100%. I'm not even lying.
You.
That is 100% the reason why I don't go to Huvar's. Everybody's like, "Oh, they make their own pizza now, Stone Cold." I'm like, I can't do it.
So
can't sit in that chair.
I got the big boy hack. All right.
Yeah.
So we went and sat upstairs. They don't have the same chairs upstairs. They're normal chairs. And whenever we got done, I was like, man, you know what? Those freaking chairs weren't there. I was all that were cutting into your thigh. You literally have to sit with your butt off the like edge of the seat.
Yeah, you got to be real uncomfortable there, dude.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is it worth it? I don't think so.
that used to be like when I go to Roadhouse, I would never go because in the booth,
100%,
getting in and out of that motherfucker would cut you.
100%.
But they got new booths now.
They do have new booths.
Yeah,
they're like, listen, we're
them big boy booths,
a
man.
ton of fat dudes come here. We need to widen out these booths.
Yeah, I mean, you can't expect to serve rolls like that and not expect some big boys to come through ready to devour them things. You know
not only do they serve rolls, they give you sugar butter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, here's some sugar butter to put on these rolls.
Yeah.
While y'all wait. And I'm like, great. Can I get 3 more baskets of these, please?
Yeah, I mean, like you literally increase 3 belt sizes after one sitting. Man. Yeah, after
so
one
that's a big thing of mine. Being a big dude, you got to know your surroundings, and I just can't do Huvar's. But now they got an upstairs. Okay.
Yeah, go upstairs. They have normal chairs. Shot. Yeah, give it another shot up there. So
yeah. All right. Well, shout out to Huvar's. That's what's up. That's what's up. Bubba, what about you, man? How was your weekend, bro?
Man, what did I do this weekend? Friday night in my house, in the Flores house, is movie night.
Oh, right? Nice.
So I have 4 children, and so that's what we get down on Friday night. We do popcorn. We go to the store to buy candy, pick a movie, watch it. That's what we do on Friday nights. So it's pretty great. I love it. My wife started working again, and she's working on the weekends now. So she didn't work Saturday. What do? We woke up, we got into a fight about a mess. You know what I mean?
Wait, about what?
I woke up, dude, and I woke up in a great mood. Like I woke up, I rolled over, I looked at her and I was like, dude, I'm so in love with you right now. I said that.
Yeah.
I go, I'm super in love with you right now. I don't know what it is. It's a good morning.
Hell yeah.
And she had to be like, oh, so you're not in love with me all the other times? And I'm like, oh, okay. It's going to be one of those days.
Sounds about right. Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
And so I get up. I like to make breakfast for my family. So I get up, and my kitchen is a disaster, though. You know what I mean? It is a disaster. So I'm like, I can't. I have to clean this up. And so I'm like, y'all probably do this. Y'all ever aggressively clean?
Yeah.
You know
most definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you're making a lot of noise. Like, you know, while you're washing dishes.
Setting pans down all hard and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And she was like, what's wrong? I was like, nothing's wrong. What would be wrong? And then she goes, oh, it's going to be one of those days? I was like, it don't have to be. I was like, it doesn't have. I was like, I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at the children. I'm just mad I have to do this. She goes, well, you're in a bad mood cleaning up. I was like, are you in a stoked mood when you have to clean? Like, Are you like super excited about it? No.
I think that's a valid point right there.
Like, no, I'm irritated. And that's nothing to do with you, nothing to do with anything. It's just the fact that I'm, getting it done. So after that, I made breakfast, which was lovely. Hung out with the kids. I think I took them to the park. They played in the playground. They went to the splash pad. Came home, ate. I think Sunday my wife worked. I hung out all day. Didn't do anything with my children. Barbecued some turkey breasts, and then boom.
Nice.
Yeah,
Dude.
it was a good weekend. Besides that morning.
Now one little blip.
Yeah, that
One little
morning,
blip.
dude.
Yeah.
Other than that, it was good.
But I think you make a valid point. I mean, who cleans up in a good mood?
Who's stoked about it, man? You know what I mean? It has to get done. I understand that. It has to get done. And sometimes, I put on headphones and I listen to music or a podcast or a book or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I get in the zone and you just start cleaning. But that wasn't one of those times. You know what I mean? It was I have to do this now. I have to do this right now. You know what I mean? And
right.
So,
yeah. I mean, I think the point that I'm making is like you just said, like, you have to put on some music or, put something on to make cleaning up enjoyable because otherwise, it would be absolutely unbearable. But like nobody is ever who's in a happy mood cleaning up. Like that's psychopathic behavior.
Yeah.
Like if you're just like, oh man, I love washing dishes.
Oh my gosh, I love washing dishes.
Oh, we just clean. Man, you know what I get to do when I get home from work after working a 10-hour shift?
I get to go do some work.
Yeah, I get to go do more work at home. You know what I mean? Like that's psychopathic behavior.
Yeah. You're like, oh, great, a bowl full of chili from 3 nights ago that nobody threw out. I can't wait. I got to soak this, for 20 minutes. That's always fun to make the bubbles,
Exactly.
I'm trying. And so, that's how that morning went.
What are you gonna say, Ector?
I think it's because we can't smoke weed, right? I don't know if you can at your job, but I can't.
I don't. No.
So one thing I would learn from my dad is he'd smoke a J, and then he would, after he was nice and calm, he would just go to town on the dishes, cleaning the stove, everything.
Okay,
just smooth, just vibing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, Dad, this water is 140, 50 degrees.
He's like, hey, it's cool, baby.
No, yeah. I don't know how he did it. He had man hands.
Hell yeah.
And that, like I said, it's not like, you have to clean, you know what I mean? You want your house to look presentable. But like that was a necessity. Like I had to. There was no space on any counters to put anything. I couldn't make bacon and eggs. I couldn't do toast. I couldn't do anything. So I had to. And so I got a little. It was my fault. And I said it too. I was like, I got frustrated. Not with her, not with the children, not with nothing. Just frustrated in general. And she was like, "Oh, why are you in such a bad mood?" And I'm like, "Oh, am I supposed to be stoked?" You know what I mean? Oh man, I love it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So she was walking in as soon as I was telling that story. Like she just walked right past. I don't know if y'all could see my eyes, but they were like,
Good deal. What about you, AD? How was your weekend?
It was pretty damn good, man. Can't complain. Went to a birthday party for my uncle on Friday night. You know what I'm saying? So we had a small little get together. Got to see some friends and family that I haven't seen in probably about a year. You know what I'm saying? Because of COVID and everything. So that was pretty good. You know what I'm saying? We had a good ass time, laughed a lot and whatnot. Never mind. I'm not going to tell that story. I was about to snitch on my parents for a second, but I'll leave that for off air. Anyways, then what you call it? Shout out to Dub J from Who's Bars It Anyways. He came down to Victoria, and he has a rule. He's never in Victoria longer than 24 hours. So he has a 24-hour rule. For those of y'all don't know, he lives in Houston. I won't put out any specifics in Houston where he lives because I won't blow up that boy's spot. But yeah, so when he comes down to visit in Victoria, that he has a 24-hour rule. So he came by, kicked it with me. You know what I'm saying? We had a couple of drinks, you know what I'm saying? Sipped on some Gentleman Jack and whatnot, and did that. And then do
you sip that on ice or you mix it with something?
Both. This weekend we sipped it with some 7-Up.
Okay.
7-Up.
Okay.
And you know, you can go either way with that. You know what I'm saying? He likes supporting big boy cups. You know what I'm saying? Like his is literally like 85% whiskey. You know what I'm saying? And then the other 10-15%. Just a little splash. You know what I'm saying? Just a little splash.
He has a teaspoon.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, man, we did that. We kicked it for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Had a little bread baby hangout. You know, and so that was good. And then kicked it with my daughter, man. We ended up watching Return of Oz. Have y'all seen the Return of Oz?
Is that
the one? Wait, who's in it?
That's what that little. It's a little girl, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's like the sequel to.
The day, though?
Yeah, this is like
in the
1985.
Oh, okay, in the 80s. Yeah,
Michael Jackson in that one.
No, that you're talking about the Wiz.
That's the Wiz. No, the Return of Oz. That's what that girl from the Water Boy.
Yep.
Yeah. That one, yeah.
So
with that goofy
Vicky Valancourt.
Yeah,
Vicky Valancourt from the Water
exactly.
Boy is when she was a kid, and she plays Dorothy.
What a weird movie to watch in a random.
Yeah, so we're looking for movies to watch, and we came across that one on Disney Plus, and my daughter was like, "Oh, let's check this one out or whatever," because everybody's seen The Wizard of Oz.
Yes.
But, I didn't even know that they had this, and it was such a
creepy,
tripped
right?
out movie. Yeah,
it's a creepy movie.
It was
a creeped out movie.
Yeah, and it was like some bad acting. Like it was.
That's why nobody knows about it.
Yeah, it was pretty rough to watch. The Oz is like this guy, like he's like spoiler alert for this movie that came out 40 years ago. Oz is like this big like stone mountain guy or whatever, right? And at one point in the movie, he's wearing Dorothy's slippers. The red ruby slippers, and he's like, "You're looking for these, aren't you?" And then he pokes out his feet, and he's got the slippers on. So it's just, I don't know. It was funny.
What's your daughter think?
Oh, she was like, the whole movie, her face is just.
How old is she?
13.
Okay.
So and she was just like, "What are we watching? What's going on right now?" Yeah. So we did that, and then we watched. She's already like ready for like Halloween and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So we watched some like Halloween episodes, TV shows.
Okay.
And then we watched it was supposed to be a Halloween episode of Full House, but it ended up not being one. It was an episode of Full House where Jesse gets what's it called when they kick you out of the family? What's that word?
Like extradite? No, like
excommunicated.
Yeah, I guess.
Pretty much,
evicted?
yeah.
Banished.
Yeah, like he gets like excommunicated from the family because he didn't want a family business with his dad anymore, which is an exterminator. Like, because I didn't watch Full House that much as a kid, but I do know about it a little bit, And so how like Jesse was like he wanted to be a singer and everything, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And so like that was the whole like basis of the episode. Like he finally broke the news to his dad that he wanted to be a singer and he didn't want to be an exterminator and be a part of the family business anymore because his dad had built the family business as an exterminator, and his dad was like, "Oh, you don't want to be in the family business? Well, you're out of this family then. You're no longer my son." And I was like, "Whoa,
dang, Dad,
we're going to some real extremes here." I just
you know what? I never want to see you again.
Yeah, like I mean,
like damn, Dad. What if I wanted to be a doctor? Did you still have the same attitude?
Exactly. It's like, how easy was writing television that you could have got away with that script,
bro? I think about that
back then
all the time.
You know what I mean? Like, I'd have been a fucking multi-millionaire back then if I could have wrote some shit like that,
man,
and got away with it.
You know that show? It's not even what it turned into was like a family comedy. It wasn't supposed to be that in the beginning. It was supposed to
Full
be,
House?
Yeah, it was supposed to be about 3 comedians living together and trying to make it.
Really?
Yeah, because Bob Saget, the Joey or whatever. What's the
Dave Coulier,
and it wasn't Uncle Jesse at the time. Bob Saget and Coulier are comedians.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And so that's what the show is supposed to be about: 3 comedians kind of making it. One of them, has a family, and it turned into something else. You know?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. I did not know that. See, that's what you come to the Way Back When podcast for, is for information and small little details like that.
It was a good show. I liked it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had a big crush on Stephanie. That was my boo thing back then.
Dude, I got a crush on her now. Have you seen her?
I
Did you
mean,
ever watch that new show? Did you ever watch the Fuller House?
Yeah, we did
I couldn't
watch a little bit.
I couldn't get into it. I tried, and it's just like you ever watch something from like your childhood that you thought was the bomb, and then you watch it now and it's just cheesy and corny and like like you're not a child anymore, so you didn't see it like that.
Yeah,
That's what
you're
I saw
not.
it as. I didn't dig it. He's gone.
Like yeah, he'll come back. Like I remember, like if you try to rewatch Pete and Pete.
Bro, that's so funny you say that. I just looked that up on YouTube the other day.
Yeah, like you try to
It's rough.
you try to rewatch Pete and Pete, and yeah, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. And I remember loving that show so much as a kid.
Here's one dude, Power Rangers, man. I loved Power Rangers growing up. And I could still watch it, but man, going back and like watching them, it's just like, holy crap, I can't believe I thought this was I still think it's the coolest, but like at the time, I'm like, why are these guys winning Academy Awards for their acting? Like, I really believe, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Super terrible.
For real.
As a kid, and every time they were doing morphin time, I was like, hey, how come the bad guys don't just like beat them up while they're doing this?
Yeah. While they're like reading out.
Yeah.
Mastodon.
Yeah. The bad guys in the corner, other guys like, should we attack them right now? Like, no,
Yeah.
let's not be rude. Let's not be rude.
Let
They're
him
doing
morph.
something.
Let them
They're doing
transform real
something.
quick. Yeah.
And if you've never seen it, it's really cool what they do. You know what I mean? You know?
Oh man. That's hilarious. But yeah, other than that, man, that was pretty much it on my weekend. Oh, and then the Cowboys won, which is always good. So you know what I'm saying? Them boys finally
I'm
pulled
not
out the
I know I'm not a superstitious person, but I didn't watch it this week. You know what I mean? Because I know now I can't watch it anymore.
Can't watch for the rest of the season now until
I just have to check the scores online every now and then.
Yep, we're going 16-1 now.
We can't risk it. You know what I mean? We can't risk it.
You better
Like
not,
sure,
Bubba.
it's like 99% sure that me watching it won't change it, but there's still that 1% chance, and I can't do it.
Gotta hold out.
Can't do it. You like the Cowboys, Ector?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Everybody's
We're all
hating on them,
Cowboys
man. Everybody always hating on them.
Oh, yeah.
Most hated and loved team in the NFL.
Absolutely.
Only people only care about their team and the Dallas Cowboys.
And the Cowboys.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're like, oh, I love this. I love the Eagles, dude. They're Dallas Cowboys rivals. I'm like, everybody thinks that number one. You know what I mean?
Everybody
Like,
thinks they're all right.
Everybody wants to be the rival. You know what I'm saying? And so,
Absolutely.
you never see all of a sudden people are like, yeah, Patriots lost. Where you at, Patriots? Y'all suck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or
exactly.
Green Bay, what's up, Cheesehead? Y'all couldn't pull out the win. But as soon as the Cowboys lose or something, everybody has to come out.
Yep, that's when we got to hear it.
But
it's
no,
all
they
good,
won, so that was good. Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I didn't get to watch, and apparently it was a good one.
It was good. Yeah, it was
a good tight game. It's a tight game. So yeah. All right, man. Hey Bubba, man, before we get into the episode and everything, man, holler at the Wodies, man. Let the Wodies know what you got going on. For those of y'all who don't know, Bubba is a stand-up comedian down here in Victoria, Texas, and he's doing some big things and everything. So just give him a rundown of some things you got going on and what you've been up to, bro.
I love comedy, dude. I grew up watching comedy, and I feel like how old are you, Abe?
I am 32.
Okay, so you're around the same age as me and Ector and stuff. But Ector, I don't know if you remember, dude, but like when we were in high school, comedy was blowing up at one point. Like it was huge. It was everywhere. Any channel you put it on, comedy was everywhere. And I would stay up late and just watch them, record them, rewatch them. Dave Chappelle, stand up. I knew it by heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dane Cook was on top of the world whenever we were in high school, and I loved it. Now it's Tom Segura. I love that guy. John Mulaney, these dudes. And so I've always wanted to do comedy, and I was working for the city, and a friend of mine named Steven was like, dude, we should go do stand-up comedy. I'm like, dude, I've always wanted to try it. And we did. My first time on stage, I loved it, and I just been trying to keep doing it since then. You know what's funny? Jerry Seinfeld has this whole thing about it. Like, let's say you were training to kickbox, right? Like, let's say you were training to box or something, right? You're not really a boxer. You're not a boxer. You know what I mean? You're just training. You're just training to, you know, training. You're working out or whatever. You're not a boxer until you have a fight. You know what I mean? But in comedy, anybody, Ector, anybody, y'all go to an open mic or something. Right before you go up there, they're going to be like, "Hey, the next comedian coming to the stage is," you know what I mean? Without doing anything, you know what I mean? It's a very weird thing.
Yeah.
And so I did it for a couple years straight, and then in 2020, I didn't do it at all. I didn't hit a stage at all in 2020 during the COVID.
Yeah.
And even before that, I'd gotten a job where I was working a ton, so I didn't do it I didn't do it for like 2 years. And then up until like 6 months ago, I decided to get back in it. And it's just been going good. You know,
nice.
So I don't do it a lot because we live in Victoria where there is no comedy at all. So I have to drive like an hour and 30, an hour and 45, 2 hours to go to a mic to even practice to do stand up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
To practice my stuff, I have to drive, you know, so it's hard. And so, but I've made friends with other comics around Texas, you know what I mean? And they hook it up, you know, with shows and, you know, word of mouth or, but then they have competitions every now and then. And that's where I try to go because I don't do it. So I've been doing it, man, I don't know. I guess overall, besides those 2 years I was missing, probably about 5-6 years I've been doing it. And I can count how many times I've been on stage. Like, and it's probably 30, maybe 30 times. Now, if I lived in a big city like Houston, Austin, San Antonio, Corpus, I could go on stage 30 times a month. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So it being, I can't, you know, so the way I try to get myself out there is I do competitions. And so like, 6 months ago, I did a competition in Corpus and I won. So that was good. I did another competition the next week or two in Corpus again. I won that one. I got to open up for Steve Trevino when he came to Corpus. That was one of the competitions I won. Another competition they're having is like a statewide thing. They're doing it in every major city. So they're doing the top two. They're doing a contest, right? Like let's say they do it in Houston. The top two comics in that are going to go to the final round. They did it in Corpus. Top two of that go to the final round. The Valley, San Antonio. I think they added another one in West Texas, you know? And so we're all going to meet up in October and do, you know, competition. And the winner of that is going to be, you know, I don't forget what they call it. They call it a comedy competition, a comedian's competition or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's, so I got that to look forward to. So I got a show coming up next week in Corpus at the Exchange. Yeah, right there. It's Border Laughs Comedy. That guy Josh Castro in there, he's the one that heads that up. He asked me to do that.
Nice.
Yeah, Brandon and Anna, they're from Corpus. They're super funny, and so I'm really looking forward to that. And then in October, I'm doing Houston. Man, I forgot the name of that club. I think it's called the Comedy Lounge in Houston. Never done Houston. Super excited to be there. And then in October also I'm doing in San Marcos. That's where that final competition is going to be at. And so, yeah, I love it. I love it. And recently, there's a dude named Michael who's been doing an open mic at Aerocrafters on the first Tuesday of every month. And it's music, poetry. Michael's a poet, so it's poetry, music. And I go, can I tell jokes? Can I do comedy? You know what I mean? Can I work out some stuff? And he was like, yeah. And so he lets me go up there and talk and do jokes and, you know, as long as I want or as little as I want.
Yeah.
And so it's good. But what's making me happy about it is that it's getting other people. What I want is other people to do comedy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
That's what I want. I want there to be a scene. Anytime I bring comics into Victoria, they're always like, dude, love it here, love it here, love it here. The market is untapped. Like, you know what I mean? There's nothing here. Like, and I'm like, yeah, I know. And he's like, everybody's like, you need to start a scene. You need to start a scene. I'm like, how? I don't know. What am I? I can't make people, do stuff. So as far as I know, and I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, find me. Bubba Flores at Instagram, Bubba Flores on Facebook. If I'm wrong, come find me. But I think I'm the only comedian in Victoria. I think I'm the only comedian for 130 miles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I might be wrong, and I hope I am, because I know my friend or our friend Alfred has started doing comedy again, and I actually took him with me on we had a private show to do. I got asked to do a private show. People who don't know comedy, they're always like, "Hey, come do comedy." I'm like, "Okay." They're like, "Can you talk for like I don't know, hour and a half or so?" And I'm like, "No, like not at all. Like, no, I can't. Are you kidding me? That's an entire movie. You want me to talk through an entire movie?" I was like, "No." You know what I mean? Even comedy specials are only an hour. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
And I was like, I can't do it. I was like, but I can do as much time as I can, and I can bring somebody with me, and they can do some time too. So I brought Alfred with me, and we drove out to the middle of nowhere in Yoakum, I think. Middle of nowhere. We were driving down nowhere, and I was like, dude, I hope you texted your wife you love her, because we might get murdered right now. Like, this could totally, I don't know these people, like, you know what I mean? Like, this could totally be, they're just going to murder us. So, but yeah, so
get out situation.
Exactly. So friend Alfred is starting to do comedy, which I love. And everybody posts online. They're like, "Oh, I've always wanted to try comedy. I've always wanted to try comedy." I was like, go try it, please. You know what I mean? Give it a shot. Don't talk about it, be about it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's not
real.
easy. It's not easy. It's not, it's fun. It's very, I don't know. I'm a middle child. I need people to give me attention. You know what I mean? And so I just have to, like, I remember I said it one time. I was like, man, what is wrong with me that I have to get up in front of strangers and try to make them laugh? Like, that's my thing. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I love it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so,
No, that's what's up, man. That's good shit to hear. I know the last time I actually saw you was at the open mic at Arrow Crafters.
Yeah.
And I mean, I love what you're saying about, trying to build a community down here. I mean, I think that's a great idea. I mean, I think we should talk more after this, because I think there's something to that. I think we're in like you said, an untapped prime spot.
It is an untapped market, dude. Anytime Rosebuds, y'all remember Rosebuds downtown?
Yeah.
They used to let us throw comedy shows there, and every time we did it, it sold out. Like, every time. And I would bring comics in from Houston, from San Antonio, Austin, Corpus, and they all said the same thing, dude, that Victoria wants to laugh. They like that. They want it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. And yeah, there's nothing here. I did a show a couple weekends ago at the 80s bar. That's a place down by the softball fields, right?
Yeah.
With some people from the Valley. They were coming up, and I kind of weaseled my way onto that. And I got to do comedy with this guy who I'd been wanting to do comedy with for a while, because, like, I'm in awe of people who can do that for a living. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Who can do, like, that's their gig. You know what I'm saying? Like, they do comedy. That's what they do. And he is one of them. And his name is Mario Salazar from the Valley. And to see, like, somebody work on that level is just, it's awesome. And so he did that show. Yeah.
Yeah, it's special. It's special.
Yeah, I did another show with this woman named Thea Fidel. She actually had her own TV show.
Yeah, that's my aunt.
While. Get out of here. She's from around here. Yeah.
Yeah, she's from Victoria. Yeah, that's my aunt.
Dude, so I got to see, dude, it was, I don't know if you've ever seen her do comedy. Have you ever seen her do comedy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all ever make her do comedy, like at a family reunion or Christmas time or anything?
So, all right. So I'll let Bubba tell his story, and then I'll talk about it a little bit.
So apparently she hadn't done anything in 2020 either.
Yeah.
Because of COVID. And she's not a young woman. She's an older lady. And so I remember this guy asked me to do this show, and he was like, man, we're lucky to have her here. Like, she doesn't do little shows like this. You know what I mean? Like, that's not what she does. She does, like, cruise ships and, like, bigger shows. And she's just kind of working stuff out. That's what he said. He goes, she's just kind of getting back into it. So she's doing little small shows to figure it out. Dude, when I say she's on another level, like, it is crazy. She just walked up there, just sat down in a chair, and just talked for like an hour. She just talked. She just talked. She'd have nothing written down. She didn't stumble. She just was talking. She just making fun of the crowd, or she just kept going. Not a break, not a nothing. And just to see somebody on that professional of a level,
Yeah.
I told her too. I told her afterwards. I was like, that was like, just to watch you was a pleasure. You know what I mean? Like, what a pleasure just to watch you do it. You know what I mean? When you see somebody doing what they're meant to do,
Yeah. Like
it's inspiring. It's like anything else, like music or sports or whatever. When you see somebody doing in their element, doing what they're supposed to be doing, it's great. It's inspiring.
Yeah, for sure. Like, so, I mean, the Wodies are familiar with my Aunt Thea. She came on one of the episodes.
Get out of here.
Yeah, she came on. I'm trying to get her to come on for an episode just for her, just so we can exclusively just talk to her and everything.
Yeah.
I brought her on.
She's got stories.
Oh, so many.
But she's got stories, dude.
But I brought her on one episode when we had EJ and Jameson because they're huge wrestling fans, and she was Mama Benjamin on the WWE and everything. So I brought her on there for that. But she's just it's hard to explain. But like, we all have our jobs, our professions and whatnot. And hers is a comedian. And you don't think about I guess when you think about it, like, we don't do our jobs like 24/7. Like, I'm a salesman, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not selling software 24/7. I don't know what y'all's jobs are, but y'all aren't doing that. It's not like you work at Target 24/7. Well, with her, it's like she's a comedian, but it's almost like that switch is never off for her. So we could be having just like a regular conversation, and then next thing you know, the next 15 to 20 minutes are just joke, bam, 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 bam. And she just starts rattling off all this stuff. And you're like, wait, what's going on? And you're laughing and you're crying and everything. And then you just realize, like, oh, she just worked you, and sometimes it's not even on purpose. It's just her just going off, And so it's a special thing to be a part of. And, like, big kudos to you for getting up on stage and, going out there and doing that, because I understand and I know how tough that can be, getting up and standing up in front of people for even 5 minutes, trying to make it laugh. So
I know some people are like, "Oh, I'm funny, dude. I can try it." I'm like, "Cool. I'm going to time you. Just talk straight. Just don't stop talking for 3 minutes." You know what I mean? Not a conversation, not a back and forth. Just you talk
just
for 3 minutes. Yeah. Even when you tell stories, you'll stop a story and be like, "Dang, that story's only a minute and a half. That's how long it takes me to tell that story, really."
Yeah.
And so, I remember when I started, I had 3 minutes. That was it. I just had 3 minutes, and then I went to 5, and then 10, and then I had a solid 15. Now, prepared stuff, if I like moved it all around, I probably have like 40. The longest I've ever done on stage was like 50 minutes one time.
Oh,
but
wow.
I was in the zone. Yeah, I was in the zone, cracking jokes with the people in there, and it was a good one. Yeah. And when I got off, I asked somebody, like, how long was I up there? And they're like, "Dude, you were up there for like over 45 minutes. I was like, "Shut up." You know what I mean?
Nice.
I was like, that's awesome. And so, but now getting back into it, I'm like, I'm writing new stuff and trying to figure out new stories and, things like that.
Hell yeah. Love it, dog. Love it. Thank you for that.
I tell Ector he needs to try, but he don't want to.
Come on, Ector. Let's do it, baby.
Here's a little story. So I'm funny dude, like, you know what I mean? I don't want that to be a whole identity, but it's an identity I have, right?
Yeah.
And I remember in high school, Ector, I don't even know if I've told you this before, but people always be like, "Dude, Ector's so funny.
Yeah.
Ector's so funny. Ector's so funny." I'm like, you know what? I hate Ector.
Ector is funny.
I was like, I hate Ector. You know what? I don't like that dude. There's something about him. Something about his face.
Your brother Aaron would tell me that all the time.
And so my brother knows that, and then y'all work together. He's like, "Hey, you know who's really, really funny?" I was like, "You better not." He was like, Ector, dude, he's so funny. I was like, gosh, dude.
Yeah, he would tell me that all the time. He's like, dude, I don't know why, but Bubba hates you, dude.
I
And
don't.
I'm like,
It was a
no,
very,
I
It
know.
wasn't a hate. It was just like no, I'm funny. Like no.
Yeah.
Like I felt like there was not enough room. I'm an adult now. Like I love funny people, and at the time, I'll tell you what it is. I know exactly what it is now that I'm thinking about it. It was we must have been freshmen in high school, so a long time ago. But I think the girl I was dating at the time thought you were hilarious.
Oh man, that's heartbreaking, bro.
I'll
Damn
never,
it.
Bubba. We lost Bubba, and I'm never gonna find out who this girl is.
Oh man. Here
What
we
about
go.
Okay, you're back.
Wait,
And I'm
who's
just
that?
like, and I'm gone. Bye.
Wait. No, we got to get this story again because you just dropped out. I'm sorry. We got to get you to retell this story one more time.
My girlfriend at the time, when we were freshmen in high school, thought you were hilarious, and I was like, wait, what? I was like, he makes you laugh, like, you know what I mean, like, and I didn't like it.
I think you got good reason.
It was nothing about it. We had chit chatted before, I think you're hilarious. But it was just like a thing. It was like a thing I had, you know what I mean? Like
I get it. I got a punch. I got a face you want to punch. I get
I was
it.
like, oh, there goes Ector. I was like, oh, he thinks he's so funny. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm just gonna go make all other guys' girlfriends laugh. I'm like, where do you get off? You know what I mean? And so that's what, like, when me and my wife talk about, like, exes or whatever, I don't care about, like, if they were in love or, if they lived together. I don't care about none of that. All I care
You don't care about how big he was.
No, I don't care about.
Did he
none
make
of that
you
at
laugh?
all. I was like, was he funny?
Was he funnier than me?
Was he funnier than me?
Yeah.
He was, wasn't he? You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't care about nothing else.
Nah, yeah, that's
he a funny guy.
I don't blame you, dog. That's heartbreaking, man. Nobody ever wants to see their girlfriend laughing at another guy's jokes. It's like, wait, what's going on here? But he ain't that damn funny.
Yeah. And so, yeah. And there was another guy too. Actually, now that I was thinking about it, there was another guy. He was also just hilarious. His name was Alan, and everybody was telling me he was so funny, so funny, and so funny. And one day we were at the same party, and sure enough, dude, this guy he was so funny, dude. He cracked me up the whole time, and I was like, I get it. You know what I mean? I get it. Yeah. I get it now.
This is just turning into a therapy session for Bubba now.
I feel good, guys. I feel real good about it.
Demon.
All right, now let's talk about how my dad didn't love me. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. He loved me. At least I think he does deep down. And no, Ector's a funny dude, and I'm, but just because I do comedy doesn't mean I think I'm the funniest, like, at all. Like my older brother AJ, Aaron.
AJ's
my
hilarious.
older brother is the funniest person I know. He's way funnier than me. He golly, that guy cracks me up. My cousin Corey, I don't know, you remember Corey Vega?
Yeah.
That dude cracks me up, man. I can't stop laughing when I'm around him. You know what I mean? There's a ton of people who I think are way funnier than me, but that's not the point. The point is to try to put it together, and tell a story. Tell a story. Like let's say we'll be hanging out. Like let's say we were hanging out, and we cracked each other up, and we just kept going, cracking each other up. People will always go, "You should do that. You should do that as one of your jokes."
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't. That won't work. That's a you have to be there kind of thing. Like I can't. You know what I mean? I'd have to do a background. I'd be like, I was hanging out with Adrian Ector. These two guys, they do this. I have to do a whole thing to explain why it's funny. I was like, it won't work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, but yeah, you should give it a shot, bud.
I'll do it.
We'll talk them into it when we get off air. We'll talk them into it.
3 minutes, man. 5 minutes, just chit chat.
Okay.
Dude, that last open mic that they had at Arrow, it was terrible. It was, and I mean, not terrible because it's an open mic, and I'm super stoked that Arrow lets them do that. But like, as far as open mics go, which are usually like just crap storms, nobody was listening, and Arrow is such a big space. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's not music. You know what I mean? Music. I played music in bands before where nobody listens. I don't care. I'm still playing my song. You know what I mean? Yeah. But with comedy, you have to listen, or it doesn't work. And so I remember I did my set, and I got off, and I was like, ugh. That was rough. And then
Yeah.
that dude, Michael, came up to me. He was like, "Hey, you want to go on again?" I was like, "Hell no, dude." I was like, "No." I was like, "Nobody's listening. This is terrible."
Yeah, that's the impression I got the night that I went. It was
that
pretty
night,
rough.
I remember.
And it just what you could tell people weren't there for
I
comedy.
mean, they're not. Yeah,
Yeah, they weren't there for comedy.
And I hate that. One time I got asked to do a show at Schrader
Oh,
Hall.
really?
And they were like, "Hey, you want to do comedy at Schrader?" And I was like, "Absolutely not. I don't. Not even a little bit." And they were like, "Oh, come on, come do it." And I was like, "No, I'm not gonna." And then finally, like 2 other people were like, "Hey, man, come do comedy at Schrader." And I'm like, "No." And they asked this other guy to do it, and he reached out to me. He's like, "Hey, man, they asked me to do comedy at Schrader. Will you come do comedy also?" I'm like, "Dude," I'm like, "It's gonna be terrible." I was like, because I talked to the lady, and she was one of those people. She's like, "Hey, can you talk for like, I don't know, 45 minutes to an hour or so?" And I'm like, "No, absolutely not." And I'm like, "Is it a comedy show?" And she's like, "No, it's like a fundraiser for, soldiers, which is a good cause." And I was like, "Do people know there's going to be comedy?" And she goes, "No, I just thought that'd be fun." I'm like, "I'm not doing that.
No.
Like, that's the worst. Like, imagine eating like, food, and then just a fat dude goes up there and talks about his family for a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it was weird and awkward. And I told them that. And sure enough, that's exactly what it was. I went on stage, and like, I'm on the stage, and it's a dance floor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm talking to the people on the side or over there, and some people were laughing. I just focused all on them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But man, it was rough. And so like, you have to know you're going for comedy. Now, open mics are to work stuff out. It doesn't matter if people are listening or not. Like, it's like, I have an idea and I want to say it out loud. You know what I mean? And so that's what open mics are for. And so, like, if I lived in a bigger city, I would go to an open mic every night to work on new stuff. But I don't. And so when I do open mics here, I got to try to bring it,
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
But I do try new stuff here and there.
Good deal.
Good shit, man. Good shit. I love it. Hey, man, Ector, man, let's go ahead. Let's run through some of this way back when news real quick, my G.
And now, way back when news with Money B.
All right, we're going to start out with some birthdays that we have this week. I'm going to go ahead and start out with James Gandolfini.
Shit.
Yeah. Tony Soprano was his birthday on the 18th. He would have been 59 years old.
Damn.
And they also have that new movie coming out, the Many Saints of Newark.
Yeah, me and my parents were just talking about it yesterday.
Oh yeah, I'm excited.
I just started watching that series again. I'm on season 3. Yeah, I just started watching it all over again.
So damn good. So damn good.
I'm excited because Joey Diaz is going to be in it.
Is he?
Is he?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
I want to say he's probably going to be like Big Pussy's dad. I mean, because he looks like Big Pussy.
That's
but,
yeah, that's a good. Yeah.
Yep. And then we're talking about Hanging with Mr. Cooper a couple of episodes ago. We got Holly Robinson Pete.
Man,
she was a chick on that show, right? The hot one.
I think she was Robin, right? She was the pretty one that he was always. I think they eventually ended up together at the end.
Yeah. Yeah. And by the way, this is a message to everybody. You only have 2 more weeks to watch Hanging with Mr. Cooper on Hulu before they take it off. Just a warning.
Hey, I better finish.
Yeah.
Next we got Miss Jada Pinkett.
Ooh, Miss Jada Pinkett Smith. Put some respect on Will's name, dog. or Jada Pinkett Alcina.
Oh shit, man, that's cold blooded. AD.
I'm sorry, Will. I'm sorry, William. I'm sorry, Fresh Prince.
On September 19th, we have the guy that can't stop laughing during an SNL bit. He's notorious laugher. SNL.
Wait, let me guess. Can I guess?
Go ahead.
Is it Jimmy Fallon?
The Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
He's always laughing during his bit. On the 21st, we have Mr. Stephen King.
Get out of here.
Okay.
Dude, I'm on a Stephen King kick right now.
Reading books or watching movies?
I just read The Shining, and I just started Dr. Sleep. I love his writing, man. That's so funny. Me and my wife started a Instagram together, a bookstagram.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's about to be the book that I'm about to review. It's a Stephen King, The Shining.
Oh, that'll be
nice.
perfect.
Yeah,
Save it for Halloween.
dude.
Like
Yeah, well, that's
October.
what I'm doing. In October, I'm going to do probably all horror books. Which that one, Doctor Sleep, that I'm reading right now, which is awesome, dude. If y'all have never read a Stephen King book, go for it because his writing is fun. Even in his horrors, it's fun. It's fast. It's descriptive. It's not boring. I'm never trying to reach the next page. And like I just soak it all in. I love it. I read before this I read all of his non-horror stuff. Like I read Shawshank, Green Mile, and then he wrote under a pseudonym for a long time. And he wrote The Running Man. You remember that movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
No.
Mm-mm.
You don't remember
I
the
was
movie?
thinking Cool Runnings at first. I was like, wait, what?
You never seen The Running Man with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
No.
No?
Uh-uh.
Dang, I need
Yeah.
to watch that. That's a
If
movie
you-
based off of it's not he didn't write it as Stephen King. He wrote it under a pseudonym, which I forgot his name was, but I read
Mhm.
that one too. And
Yeah,
so my
yeah.
wife is reading his whole collection. So she started with number 1 and Shining is number 3. And I read Shining, but I just couldn't wait. I'm not going to read all the rest of his book. I needed to read the sequel to The Shining, which is Doctor Sleep, which is what I'm reading right now. And I told her, I was like, when are you going to read Doctor Sleep? She goes, when I get to it. I'm like, girl, you got like 45 books to go before you get to Doctor Sleep. You're never going to remember that. Sorry, I went on a tangent. Anyway, birthdays.
And then we also got the best cameo ever on Space Jam, Mr. Bill Murray.
Oh, nice.
On the 21st, that same day, we also have Mr. Carlton Banks.
Hell yeah. Alfonso Ribeiro, baby.
Thank you.
Yep. And then we have the Falcon on September 23rd, Anthony Mackie.
Okay.
Did he play? Who did he play on? Was he like Tupac or something on?
He played Tupac on
Straight Outta Compton?
B.I.G. No, on
No.
Biggie's.
Oh,
On
okay.
Biggie's,
Yeah.
on Biggie's bio movie. He
Yeah.
played Tupac on that.
God dang.
Dude, he is in, I think, the worst movie I've ever seen. So I love movies. Like I could find something good about every movie. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
But dude, there is one movie that I'm like, this is the worst movie I have ever seen. The lighting was terrible. The lines were terrible. The acting was terrible. It's called Crossover. Man, that came out in 08, maybe 07. Terrible basketball movie. Terrible, dude. Oh my gosh. I remember I walked out of the theater and I was like, that was the worst movie I've ever seen.
Oh, that's even worse. You paid to go watch it?
It was a dollar
that
movie.
bad?
It was a dollar movie.
Oh, okay.
And
All
I went to
right.
go watch it. And I remember the last line in the movie. Oh my! The last line of the movie. I think I yelled at the screen. He goes, "Yeah, I'll catch you around." That's what Wayne Brady, not Wayne Brady. Yeah, Wayne Brady is on that movie. He goes, I'll catch you on the flip side. And Anthony Mackie goes, "You'll catch me at community college." And they just left. And I'm like, that was it. Like, guys, you're living in a fantasy world, and that was the best you could come up with. It was terrible. I'm
Everybody,
sorry.
go see the crossover.
Dude, that movie sucked so bad.
I'm gonna have to
Tell you
watch it
something,
now.
Bubba, if you subscribe to our Patreon, you can request for Adrian to watch that movie, and he'll review it
Really?
for you. Yes,
Dude, Adrian, I would not subject you to that. That movie sucks so hard, dude. And I don't say that about movies for real because I love them. But man, that movie is terrible. And it's not terrible like in the way like there are like really terrible movies, but they're so terrible they're good. It's not terrible like that. It's just a bad dude. Maybe I built it up in my head as this like terrible movie, and it's actually great. Like when I watch it again, but no, it's terrible. Anyway, I'm sorry, man. I keep going off on tangents. Every birthday means something to me. You know what I mean?
That's what it's for. That's why we bring them up, man.
Yeah.
That's why we bring them up.
September 23rd, we have Mr. Jason Alexander.
Oh, hell yeah.
Seinfeld?
Oh yeah.
Seinfeld.
Yes,
Dunstan
sir.
checks in. No.
Is that Jason Alexander? That's what I'm thinking about?
Yeah,
Yep,
Seinfeld.
yep.
Yeah.
George Costanza.
George Costanza.
September 24th, Phil Hartman would have been 73 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
That was something, yeah.
Yeah. Your wife's cookies. I'll not. Best role ever.
These
Jingle all the
cookies.
way. Yeah.
Put my cookie down.
The best ever. Also, let's see. Also this week, In 1991, Nirvana released Nevermind,
Really?
that album. And in 2007, Halo 3 was released.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
1994, your favorite show, AD, Friends premiered.
Wait, is he being sarcastic? Do you like that show?
I'm not a Friends fan.
Oh, you don't like Happiness or what?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I no. The thing is I don't think it's like a bad show. I just don't think it was like I didn't see the specialness of it. Like, you know, Friends is
Special,
what?
dude.
Well, not anymore. I think that not How I Met Your Mother, but what's the nerd show?
Big
The
Bang
nerd show.
Theory is special.
Big Bang Theory is like the highest rated television show of all time now, right?
So the way they did the reunion and it's so emotional with Friends and all that, I told my wife, I was like, this is going to be Big Bang Theory. Like, you know what I mean? It was a show that was funny and silly and stuff like that, but it got deep and you connected with these characters. You know what I'm saying? Like The Office. You got to get.
I could see that. I understand. Listen, I understand it being a good show. I understand it. You know, it having the longevity that it did. I don't understand the concept of it being like the best TV sitcom of all time. I don't understand.
I don't know about that. I love it. Me and my wife love it. Yeah.
But to like a lot of people, like that's the best sitcom of all time. You know,
we watch it. It's usually on just because, like, if we're doing stuff, it's just on. On Thanksgiving, we watch all the Thanksgiving episodes.
Yeah.
Like,
I can see that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see that.
On Thanksgiving, we watch Thanksgiving episodes. Like, they're on the TV while we're cooking and stuff.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's a good show, man. I like it. We play Friends Seen It, you know, the board game.
Okay, I can't get on board
either.
there.
I would fucking lose.
Friends tattoo. No, I'm kidding.
My Chandler being underwear.
Yeah.
Go to some number one songs that were number one this week in 1992.
Ace of Base.
No, this was a group out of Philly, out of Philadelphia.
Boyz II Men.
Okay,
Let's go.
Wait, was it Boyz II Men for real?
Yeah, it was Boyz II Men's the group.
1992.
Yes, this was at a 13-week streak on this song.
So I was gonna say Motown Philly, but I don't think Motown Philly was that good for that long. And I don't think it was that hot for that long. So, and I don't think it was "I'll Make Love to You."
No, you think they came out in the mid '90s, huh? You don't think they came out early '90s?
No, but
go ahead and give it to me. I lost it. I can't remember.
We go
End of the road. Damn it!
It ran for 13 weeks, number one, from August 17th to November 7th.
Man, that's a good one.
Hell yeah!
Yep. And then in 2001, we had the Root.
Dong Song.
No, Dong Song was 99.
Oh, okay.
But we had the Is Rue, baby, but with someone else.
2001. I mean, come on, everything it was with someone else. It was either with J-Lo or Ashanti or Mary J. Blige or Lil Mo.
It was him and J-Lo that Where Would I Be Without My Baby?
It's
that one?
That I'm real.
J-Lo. The way. Oh, with Ashanti.
Yeah. And I'll throw you a nice curveball. I don't know if y'all gonna get this. 2010. This is a female artist. I think she might have been a judge on one of the shows. She's known for being she was married to Russell Brand. She's very voluptuous. Okay. Yeah. But this is a Katy Perry song.
2010.
Hold on. I got it.
Fireworks?
Nope.
No. It's God. Damn.
Dude, I don't listen to music before 2005 anymore. Was it Roar? Roar's not that old.
No, nope. It's on the tip of my tongue because we used to have to listen to it at baseball practice and it would piss me the fuck off.
Was it Last Friday Night?
No.
Yeah, I'm just gonna name
You
every
give
Katy
up?
Perry song I like.
I'm so mad because I missed the Boys to Men one, and now I'm gonna miss this one, and I know this one.
All right, think about it, Adrian. I'm gonna give you a second.
Was it I Kissed a Girl?
No,
because that was
That was like her.
2009.
Yeah, that was like
2008,
her first single.
All right, I give up.
No, hold on. Now that you said that, you give me a time frame here now.
That makes me mad.
California Girls.
No, that was a good one though. That's a good guess. No, it's Teenage Dream.
Oh yeah,
That's the best one.
Without any makeup. Yeah, that's the song. Me and Mary Jane. That was our first dance. Not this one, but it was like sung by someone else, like a slower version.
Y'all's first dance was to that song.
Well, it's a Teenage Dream, but it was like the
guys from Glee.
Yeah, well, Darren Criss, yeah, his version or whatever. That was our first dance.
Cool.
So, I got 3 movies for y'all that were number 1 this week.
Let's hear it.
This one's a comedian, 1998. Think about comedians that were popping in 1998 that were doing
Chris
movies.
Tucker, Rush Hour.
Man,
is that it for real?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Yep. There you go. This one is 2001. It's got Keanu Reeves in it.
Is it a comedy? Or is that 2001 is the Matrix?
Matrix?
No. He can relate to you, AD. I mean, he was doing something that you were probably doing that you did after college.
I was about to say, you don't want to know what I was doing in 2001.
Something you did after college.
Discovering myself. Oh no, what was that? All right, so what I was doing something after college. Okay.
A job you did like on the side.
Oh, Hardball.
With G Baby.
I forgot Keanu. Yeah, man, I forgot about Hardball. I love it when me Big Papa. Hell yeah.
And then I don't know if you're gonna know this one, AD. This was 1993.
Ooh, Jurassic Park.
No. It was a famous actor kid, but he played a evil role in this movie.
Oh, The Good Son.
The Good Son. It was Macaulay Culkin and Elijah Wood, right?
Yeah, Elijah Wood. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, he's
I should have seen, huh?
He's a sociopath in that movie. He murdered his baby brother. Tried to kill his little sister.
Yeah, he almost drowned her, right?
Yeah. Tries to kill Elijah Wood. Yeah,
his cousin.
Tries to kill his mother. Yeah.
Damn.
That's pretty
dark right there.
Yeah.
Dude, there's a fucked up scene in there. Like they make like a dummy, and he goes and dumps it off a bridge, like that's an overpass, like down onto.
I forgot about that.
Down onto a highway,
and
causes a huge wreck. And they're like, "Come on, let's run,"
or
whatever. And I always remember the big deal was like he was gonna cuss in the movie because he tells Elijah Wood. He turns to him. He just says, "Hey, Mark, don't fuck with me." That's what he tells him. You're like, "Dang,
oh shit!"
Yeah. Then he puts sunglasses on and lit a cigarette.
Yeah. And we got some sad news. I mean, I don't know if you want to talk about this here, maybe like on the Patreon episode, but we did lose Anthony AJ Johnson. Today, man. Right? He's
R.I.P. Yeah.
Famous for Friday House Party, Played the Hookup, Menace to Society. He was in over 25 movies. So,
man.
Wait, who is this?
AJ
House Party. Who was he in House Party?
He was just like kind of a little background character. I don't think he had like many roles. Many lines. In House Party, but he's Ezel in Friday. My neck, my back, my neck, and my back.
Dude, okay, yeah.
Rick.
He was on.
He's over there taking his shit.
Yeah. I mean,
he was on this movie I watched with him and Master P.
I got the hookup.
I got the hookup. He goes, "Hey, tell her I'll be there with some chaps and Super Bowl tickets." He just keeps saying all this weird stuff on the phone. Yeah.
Man, what was the other movie with him and Master P and Silk the Shocker? Shit.
He made another movie? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Damn, and I'm losing it. The name of that movie, but like he has like a stuttering problem in the movie, and it's just it shouldn't be funny, but it's hilarious. He's because we just used to always say his lines back in the day. Mama said, "Tell you hi." So I don't know, man. I gotta look that up real quick.
Yeah,
because that movie used to go hard too.
Yep. And then some reboots. They just announced that. I don't know if you've ever seen this, AD, The Lost Boys.
I haven't.
Shut up.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. So they got the green light to remake The Lost Boys, which I think is a big mistake.
Shut up.
Yeah. It stars one child actor from that show, A Quiet Place, and then another one from the movie It. That was one of the kids.
Shut up.
Yeah. It says they originally talked about it being a series, but decided to make it a movie instead.
Dude, they tried this already. There's like 2 other Lost Boys.
Yeah. Yep.
They're terrible.
Yeah, they are.
Man, there was something about that movie that made it the way it was,
Yeah, it was just, you had so many child stars in there. Everyone was kind of hot at the time that they had on that cast.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
But it was just the movie was good. It was just a good flick.
Yep.
And then, I'm not happy about that. I mean, I'm gonna watch it, but
and then on Peacock they announced. I don't know if y'all remember, like maybe it was a year or two ago, when that guy Morgan Cooper made the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reboot, where it would be a dark. So that's actually going to be coming out on Peacock. It's just going to be called Bel-Air, and that they actually did use that guy Morgan Cooper. He's going to be like a co-writer and director and executive producer of that show. So, yeah, that's all I got for the fix. So,
for the news.
I mean, the news. Sorry.
Oh, and by the way, that Master P movie I was talking about was Hot Boys.
Okay.
I never seen that one.
Yeah, y'all have to check that one out. That's a good one.
Yeah,
him and Silk the Shocker and Snoop Dogg and Mystical. It's all the rappers. And Gary Busey, he's in it too.
What?
Yeah.
The Rocket?
What year did that come out?
Late 90s.
I want to know what kind of Busey I'm getting into. You know what I mean?
Yeah. 1999.
Okay.
Yeah, he was still good.
He was going a little bananas, but he was all right.
Yeah. So good shit.
Who's on your shirt, Adrian?
This is Ice Cube. Okay, this is my Today Was a Good Day shirt. So you can find this one on Sweet Shirt Saturday as well. Woadies. This episode of the Way Back When podcast is brought to you by Sweet Shirt Saturday. As you know, week in and week out, we've been highlighting some tees from certain collections from the website. And this week, the sweet tees of the week are our Astros tees. All right. The MLB playoffs are coming up. The Astros are once again going to be in the playoffs, making another pennant run. So go to Sweet Shirt Saturday, www.sssstees.com, and get you an Astro shirt and get it in time for the playoffs so you can represent for the Stros as they try to make it back to the World Series. This is one of my favorite tees right here. Man, everybody knows I'm not an Astros fan, but I think this is pretty cool. We did the Astros and Texans mashup, so it's the Texans font and sometimes in the Texans colors as well, but with the Astros players on there. So this is the Altuve shirt. We also got it in the Bregman, and we got it in the Jason Verlander. So yeah, did I say Jason Verlander?
I was like,
yeah. Anyways, I don't care too much about the Astros to get all that shit right. But anyways, and then of course y'all know we got the Astros World Order tees as well. So yeah, man, hit up the site, get you an Astros tee before the postseason starts, so you can rep your squad, rep the Stros and whatnot. Y'all already know, man. Woadies, you get 15% off when you type in the discount code WOADIES at checkout. That's WOADIES. And if you are a Patreon subscriber, you get 25% off when you type in the discount code WBW Patron. That's WBW PATRON for 25% off when you type in that discount code for your Astros t-shirt at Sweet Shirt Saturday. All right, Sweet Shirt Saturday, baby. Break free from the uniform of the week. Let's get back into the show. All right, Wody. So you already know what it is, man. We got the homie Bubba Flores on. We've talked a lot of comedy so far this episode. So, it's time for that fix, baby. I know y'all been itching for it. So we're going to get y'all some more funny-ish coming up right now. Here comes that fix, baby.
Ooh, we're gonna have a lot of fixes.
We're gonna have so many fucking fixins up in this motherfucker. No diggity, no doubt. I like to bang it up. This is fucking wonderful, Holmes.
All right, Wodies. So for this week, for our fix this week, man, we have to keep it on the comedy tip. This is we haven't really talked about this before. We've talked about some shows that I guess kind of fit this type of description. But this week, man, we're talking about just some good ass comedy skits and comedy sketches from way back when. We've talked about the Chappelle Show, which is obviously the GOAT or one of the GOATs. I think some people would beg to differ. There's some other ones that you could throw in there, but
it was great, man. I remember the Chappelle Show being the show you watched it and then went to school the next day to talk about
absolutely
the whole episode. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That was the show to watch, and man, and it's one of those things, dude, but it was filmed so terribly. The camera terrible, the sound, the audio is terrible. It didn't have the Key and Peele is on another level,
right?
Visually and
I think I've thought about that before. It's funny that you bring that up because I've never heard anybody else bring that up, but I've thought about that. And you know what I think? I think that they just knew that their shit was just so fucking funny that they didn't care the quality of it.
Oh, it did not matter
because the jokes told themselves.
Oh it didn't matter. It was so, but
some of the sets were just
thrown together.
Yeah,
but then you got the pop copy, which is the best. You have the Wayne Brady skit, man. That one blew me away.
Yeah.
All of it, he didn't need it. Not to say that Key and Peele aren't funny by themselves, because they are, but their production value is crazy high. You know what's funny? I heard Chappelle say something about them one time. He said something "Oh yeah, this black guy's doing a black sketch show. I wonder where they got that idea from."
Yeah.
And at my TV screen, I yelled in living color.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. So that's what I was gonna bring up. For me, Chappelle Show is the best sketch show of all time, but I think a lot of people would argue In Living Color is actually the best sketch show of all time.
Man, I don't know, because I don't know if there's the best. Now the Chappelle Show is probably because it was so short.
Yeah.
3 seasons, right?
Yeah.
It was so small, and they were all fire. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, in quantity and quality, in such a small thing is really good. And then you have shows SNL's been going on forever.
Yeah, absolutely.
They had some bum years. You know what I mean? Sure, they have some good sketches here and there, but they've had some straight up.
Yeah,
that was a terrible season. That was a terrible whatever.
Absolutely.
You got the Kids in the Hall. Those dudes from Canada. You got The Whitest Kids You Know. That was a show on there's a sketch show on Fuse TV. Awesome show, dude.
I don't know that one either.
Yeah, people don't know about it. It was a great, man. It was good. I always tell people to look up this one sketch just to show how funny it was a stupid sketch show. These 5 dudes, and they just do random dumb things. But man, one of them is they're showing a play, and it's a dumb play. It's supposed to be Hamlet, but there's vampires, and this guy's like, "Oh, Hamlet, I just got bit by a vampire." He's all, and he dies. And then the guy gets up and he starts telling a speech. And while he's telling a speech, the other guy gets up as a vampire, you know what I mean? Is stalking behind him. And somebody in the audience is like, "Oh no, look out. Hamlet, look out behind you." Hamlet, everybody turn around. I can't watch this. And then like, somebody in the audience goes, well, some of us are trying to watch. And they're like, and his wife's like, John. And it's supposed to be Abraham Lincoln. He's like, who said that? Yeah, he's like, who said that? Huh? Did you say that? He's like, turn around and say it again. And it's just him talking trash during this thing. And it's just funny. It's just it's just super funny.
What's the name of that again?
It's called The Whitest Kids You Know.
Okay.
The Whitest Kids You Know. It was on probably the same amount of seasons, probably like 5 or 6 seasons, around the same time as Chappelle, but it was on Fuse TV, and not a lot of people had that at the time. Yeah. Actually, that guy, Trevor Moore, one of the creators of it, he just passed away like young. He was like 42, maybe like 4 or 5 months ago, like recently.
Damn.
Yeah, but it's a good show, man. Look it up on YouTube. Look up some clips. It was silly and dumb. But yeah, man, I love sketch shows. And I remember, I don't know if y'all ever watched Kids in the Hall. Did you ever watch that?
No.
That was another sketch show. These dudes are based out of Canada. And same thing, just sketch shows. Oh, man, all of them are in a lot of other stuff. Man, oh my gosh, I can't believe I can't think of this guy's name. This didn't come to me. But they're like some famous for people on there. A couple of them went on SNL after a while.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, one of the things, just like, I guess going and doing my little bit of research, going into this episode, is like, man, everybody forgot about Mad TV, man. Nobody talks about Mad TV anymore.
I love Mad TV.
Mad TV was very popular.
It was
very
funny,
popular.
man.
It was, rivaling Saturday Night Live back then. It
was, man. And when did they come on? They didn't come on Saturday.
They came out on Friday nights, right?
On Friday or something.
No,
I remember they weren't competing days because you could watch one and then watch the other one.
It was because it was on Saturday night, but they did it an hour before.
Oh, okay.
So right when it was ending, SNL was starting, so they wouldn't be competing with them.
Right.
Yeah.
No, they had good stuff, man.
Yeah.
So came out right after Cops.
Will Sasso.
We got Bobby Lee.
Key and Peele are both on that. That's how they started.
Brian Callen.
Brian Callen, yeah.
What's his name? Michael McDonald?
Michael McDonald.
Yeah.
What's the chick?
Nicole Sullivan. We got Nicole Sullivan. She was the one that ended up being the dog walker on King of Queens. That she would go and end up walking Jerry Stiller.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What's the chick's name? Golly. She ended up being on Family Guy.
Mrs. Swan.
Miss Swan.
Yeah. She's on a lot. Yeah, she's
which
great.
That was like that was one of my favorite characters ever. I mean, she probably couldn't get away with doing that nowadays.
Yeah.
But oh my gosh, she was so funny.
My favorite was the dude. He voices Samurai Jack. What's his name? The black dude.
Ari Spears.
No, Ari Spears was on there, and he was good too. But no, I forgot his name. But he did that UPS guy that was all.
Oh, he was all cracked out.
He was all hyper and stuff. He's like, "Hey, what's up?" You know what I mean? And,
Phil Lamar.
Yeah, Phil Lamar.
Yeah.
No, and we had Orlando Jones was on there too. Makes 7 of years.
Damn, I forgot Orlando.
That's right, dude. See, they're a stacked cast. Everybody's still doing something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Artie Lang was on there.
Lang was on that show.
Yeah, Artie Lang, Frank Caliendo.
Yeah,
he did the
Frank Caliendo. Yeah,
he was always getting fucked up doing John Madden TV commercials. Yeah.
But I think we grew up in a great time at SNL, man. Post Farley and post Spade and all that. Post that, but you had Sherry O'Terry, you had Will Ferrell, you had Tim Meadows, you had Fallon, you had Faye, you had you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So we grew up in that was a solid SNL cast growing up, you know what I mean? So they were killing it. I love sketch shows, man.
Yeah.
Love it.
Sure. I think just real quick, going back to Mad TV, like more characters from there. One of my favorites was Lorraine. Y'all remember Lorraine? The old lady who was just like the most annoying person ever. and like she would like finish your words. Like you'd be talking to her, or the person be talking to her. She'd be like, huh. Like as soon as they had finished your question, huh? And then she would like finish the other person's words and everything too. Like so funny, like so many funny sketches with her. Like there's one I was watching again today, where she like breaks up a couple and
yeah.
There she goes. She breaks up a couple, like they're in the hot tub and they're on their like honeymoon and everything, and she crashes in there, and it's just so funny, like just the shit that she would say. And there's one where she's like in a buffet, like she went and crashed a buffet in Vegas and everything, and was like breathing on all the food under the table, under like the glass and everything in the buffet. Oh man, that character is just so damn hilarious, dude.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that.
Like that's the deal. Like you go to school the next day, and I'd go up in people's ear and just in their ear and shit, you know. And then they knew exactly what you were talking about because they were watching Mad TV too.
Right. I always remember too, like maybe it was the first episode, because I remember catching the very first one. Because we didn't have cable, and I was looking forward to it that it was coming out. Mm-hmm. They had a skit, and they were waking up a kid, and it looked like it was for McDonald's, but they were all homeless people, and it was called McDumpsters. And it looks like it's a dad waking up his son like for McDonald's, but they're in a van or whatever. He's actually waking him up in the van, and they're all in the dumpster digging out It was like McDumpsters or whatever. That would always sticks in my head.
Oh, that's funny. That's fucked up, but that's funny. And then, of course, you had and then Stewart. Look what I do. Look what
dude, my I know. I don't know about y'all. My aunt would make me do that. Like, hey, do that thing from Mad TV. You know what I mean? I'd be like, no. So I'm gonna do it. You know?
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Dude, people are so funny, dude. They'll be like, whenever TikTok came out, people are like, oh yeah, they're like, this guy, look what I can do. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. Shout out to Mad TV, man. Shout out to Mad TV.
It was good. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Very underrated.
Underrated.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's the word.
That's for damn sure.
But like I said, at that time, man, I mean, Saturday Night Live, killer cast. You know what I mean? They were killing it.
That's true too. What were we gonna say, Ector?
I was gonna say, do y'all remember Will Sasso? He would do Kenny Rogers.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No, we used to watch that all the time because he was all. I guess I don't know if Kenny Rogers was like a drunk or what.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, let me see. Crap. Here we go. Yeah, he was like a drunk or whatever, but he would always make him look like he was fucked up, like all the time.
Oh yeah.
Right? And they did one with the skit. It was Kenny Rogers Jackass. And they were just doing wild stuff. He's like, now we're gonna do a milk challenge, and they're doing all the drinking the milk, and just someone would randomly come out and just hit him in the stomach with a bat, and he'd start throwing up, and he'd be like, now that all the dairy is done, and then it was just this is funny stuff. He's all, now we're gonna stick ourselves with just random stuff. He's all, I got a sword. He's all, I don't know what the hell this is, and it was a bat with like a bunch of like fucking nails to it. He's all, we got a cattle prod, and he would just do random stuff like that as Kenny Rogers. But if y'all ever get a chance, go look that shit up. The Kenny Rogers.
I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up right now. After we're done talking, I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah, Kenny
Rogers. I forgot
Jackass.
about that. And I love Will Sasso. Because I'm a bigger dude, right? So I like Will Sasso, Horatio Sands whenever he was on.
Oh yeah.
So I loved Chris Farley. You know what I mean? Gosh, I love that dude. Thought he was great. Me and my brother will talk about how great movies would be in our time if he was still around. He'd be in every Billy Madison movie. He would have been in all the Will Smith movies. He would have made everything better. You know?
Yeah. we always talk about too, like for grown-ups, it wouldn't be Kevin James. That character would be Chris Farley.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like he would be in everything. Yeah. He would be in everything.
Oh yeah,
for sure. Now the other one I had to take it to is my first sketch comedy show I remember ever watching. And come on, man, that's all that.
All that.
All that. It had a good ass intro song and everything.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But I had to bring that up because they had a couple of, I mean, they had so many damn characters in that show that were hilarious. But like I've been a couple of those characters for Halloween before, you know.
Which ones?
So the first one I did was Repairman, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Ector, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. Hold on. Did you get a picture I sent you?
I didn't. They never came in. They never came in on those pictures.
Oh, damn it.
You know they remade that? All that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the old characters are on there. I mean, original cast
members. Okay, so skip Repairman, man. No, so a couple years ago I was Escargot, and so yeah, that one was fairly popular.
Yeah. Not that one. How many views you get on that one? That one kind of viral, right?
Somewhat. I don't remember actually.
Yeah.
40,000 views.
Oh, okay. That's pretty good. Go ahead and play it.
All right.
Play it. I want to see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here escargot.
On doit a cat car what for? Please stop throwing your hamsters at me. We're bathing. Or was it a hole? How to hang? What time? When to? Time for? I saw your iPad tickling me.
Hey, this was Keenan, right?
I went to what on? What am I? When the Hey you with the hairy belly button. I know some walruses. Let's have some fun.
That has been French with Pierre Escargot.
I love it. Is that Lexi?
Yeah, that's my daughter.
That's your daughter doing this? She's like, this is the man who's responsible for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I love how she's like down to do all that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's great.
That's my rider right there. But that was just one of the man. That Pierre Escargot those skits were so fucking funny back then, dude.
It was a recurring skit with him and the girl. They did the chocolate cooking. Remember that?
Cooking with Mandy and Randy.
There you go.
Yeah. Chocolate. They just loved.
Yeah.
They just love chocolate. Oh, there we
Repairman.
go. That was me as Repairman. Man. And
That's a sweet wig.
Oh yeah. That's a homemade Halloween costume right there. I actually went downtown San Diego as Repairman, and that was pretty fun that year. Just going and like just walking through the streets and everything at night, and people just shouting out Repairman, man at me and everything. That was pretty fun. So, yeah, all that, man. That was my shit, man. That was. I mean, I think that carved a lot of great memories in like adults our ages, brains when we were younger.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
So. Yeah, and then we were too old for the Amanda Bynes show. You remember that show?
Oh yeah.
We were too old for that. Like I didn't think that was funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We were
at all. Did you watch it?
I liked it.
I didn't watch it, man. I didn't dig it. I felt like it was a knockoff of all that. Like they wanted to be it,
Yeah. she did have a couple of characters that were funny. Amanda Bynes was funny, man. She did some comedy.
And she went bananas.
Yeah, she's the. I love She's the Man. I love that movie.
Actually, I love She's the Man, dude. That's a good movie. That's a hilarious movie.
My last memory of Amanda Bynes is her tweeting out that she wanted Drake to murder her vagina, and I was like, "Oh, shout out to Amanda Bynes because that's kind of hot that she thinks that way."
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just got dirty. Didn't mean to do that. But
Gabriel Iglesias was on that show right at the end. I think.
Yeah,
he was. Yeah, you're right.
And Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon. Can you believe Nick Cannon was on all that?
Yeah,
was he really?
He's funny.
Yeah.
That's why.
No kidding.
No.
What'd you say?
You ever watch?
I said because he's funny. That's why. That's why.
You watch Wild and Out?
I do.
Yeah,
I like.
I watch clips of it. I never watched like the whole show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a great show. I mean, that's don't get me wrong. I don't like tune into it every week. But when it first came out, like it was like
who has that time, dude?
Yeah, nobody. Yeah, we don't.
Who has that time? We live in a at your fingertips, but we live in a world where you don't have to. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you don't have to be there to see it. You know what I mean? I remember when Sons of Anarchy came out, and that was a tight show. That like we're like, oh, we got to Thursday night, we got to go, man, we got to go watch it. I was like one of the only shows. I was like, I got to go see that movie. That show.
Yeah.
But now, who has that kind of time, dude? You just got to record it or, watch it on some streaming,
Yeah.
Wait till the whole season's over, buy the DVDs, which is probably what I'm going to do with Yellowstone because I don't have Paramount and I want to watch that show.
It's probably cheaper just to get it for the month and just stream the hell out of it, right? It's $5.99.
Yeah.
Right?
Is it really?
Yeah.
I have so much things, though, already. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so what's another
so many
one?
shows out now. There's so many shows out.
Yeah. Saturated.
I know this is kind of newer, but like when SNL started getting to like the digital shorts, along with like the Lonely Island, all those songs, like the first time you heard Dick in the Box, right?
Yeah.
Like it was the funniest thing. It was like replay it again. And
would that be considered way back when? Because that was like 10 years ago, over 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's the deadline is 10 years. It has to be at least 10
then
years.
yeah, that was definitely way back when because that was like over 10 years ago.
Yeah. Like when you started seeing that one and then the fucking you're like, oh my God, they got T-Pain, we're on a boat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
now go ahead.
So when me and my friends were watching that, we ended up one of our friends had a recording studio and we're all musicians and stuff and we play music every now and then. We started to just make up beats and reps and we did that too. We made up like 7, 8 songs, just had our friends get on it and it was fun. But it was because of those songs from SNL we did that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I was gonna say almost the exact same thing. It wasn't necessarily because of like SNL, but like I remember I that's been one thing that I've always done, even like thinking back to as a kid. Like I was always like remixing songs and like making like funny spoof version of songs and then like seeing stuff like that on SNL, like man, that's one thing that I wish I could do for a little.
Oh, let's do it then.
Let's just like make spoof songs.
Let's do it.
And shit like that.
I'm with it.
That would be my dream, is to get paid to make spoof songs and shit like that.
Forget getting paid. Let's just do it.
Yeah, I mean, of course, but I would also like to get paid.
I mean, yes, I want money.
I like money, so
I like money.
Yeah,
work every day for that.
That was good shit. That was good shit. When all that
stuff. Yeah. Like I said, SNL had its time. You know what I mean? Sometimes it was killing.
Yeah, for real.
Like I like Cecily Strong. That's one of the females in there. And then, man, what's that blonde chick's name?
Come on, dog. Kate McKinnon.
Exactly.
Kate McKinnon.
Dude, she is a phenomenon of comedian. Like she's so funny.
Fucking funny.
She's so funny, dude.
She's gonna go down as. I mean, if she doesn't go down as like one of the goats of that show, like it would be a travesty.
No,
She's severely underrated because she is just
solid.
Man,
solid.
I'm thoroughly impressed with almost everything she does. Like,
Yeah, she's so funny.
Great. She's great.
And yeah,
she's.
Sometimes they still got it, SNL. Sometimes they still got it. You know.
Yeah.
Depends.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, now I think I think we did it, man. I think we did it. We covered a lot of bases there, man. Unfortunately, Wodies, it's about that time. It's closing time. It's closing time.
Closing time. One last shot of liquid crack. Your fix is coming to an end. Closing time. Say goodbye to diesel stacks and money because we're out this big.
Gather up your jackets.
Yep. Last off alcohol. You know, the lights are on. You know, it's time to get on out of here. Ector, man, you got anything before we get out of here? You got anything for the Wodies before we get out of here?
Yeah, I think I'll just reiterate what Money B would say. SSSTs.com.
There you go.
Go ahead.
Money
check out. Money. Yeah. Make sure to hit up the Patreon and everyone go get your tickets and go see Bubba on the 28th, Bubba?
Yeah, that's in Corpus. Yeah.
Yeah, in Corpus. There you go.
Hell yeah. And Bubba, you got anything for the Wodies, the fans?
I do, man. First of all, to you two, man, and to your boy that I didn't get to meet. Way to go, dude. I love people who, I was telling Ector before, I had a podcast too for a little bit, and what we like to talk about was people doing what they want to do. You know what I mean? Like giving, like just trying. You know, maybe people will listen, maybe people won't. I don't know, but it ain't gonna kill you to try. You know,
Absolutely.
And so that was our whole thing. Like, you know, don't talk about it, be about it. I know things are scary, but like if you've ever wanted to try art, go try it, dude. If you ever wanted to try stand-up, go try it. If you ever wanted to play an instrument, go buy that instrument, man, and go figure it out. And that's what y'all are doing, and you know, I commend you and I love it. And I'm a fan of the show, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that very, very much. Very much. Yes, sir. Anything else for the Wodies, man? Plug your show again. Where's it going to be at? What day? What time? All that good stuff.
I got a show next week in Corpus Christi at the Exchange on the 28th with some other funny comedians. I'll be in Houston at the Comedy Lounge on October 2nd. And October 9th, I will be in San Marcos, TBD. I don't know where that one's going to be at, but hopefully I'll tag y'all on that thing. Y'all can tag it. You know, y'all can post it on y'all's page too.
Yes, sir. Yeah, feel free to post it in the Wodies page on Facebook too.
Bubba Flores on Instagram, Bubba Flores on Facebook. You know, hit me up. Y'all want to tell jokes? Go tell jokes, man.
Yeah.
I'm happy to listen. You know, and yeah, I just want other comics, man. That's what I want. I don't want them to be super funnier than me, but I do want other comics. You know.
I love it. Hell yeah. Wodies, I don't got much, man. Please go and subscribe to the Patreon. We have some good Patreon episodes so far. Good Patreon videos and whatnot. If you want to see Chuck Liddell work out naked with his girlfriend, go peep the latest Patreon episode. And what
do I gotta do not to see that? Because I don't want to see that. Because that dude looks terrible now.
No, he was still in good shape at the time.
Oh, okay, yeah, cool. I'll watch that.
I'll send it to your messenger.
All right, cool.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
And I don't know if you're gonna answer this, but
okay.
Can you let the Wodies know what is your real name?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Or I was like Adrian then.
Everyone always says Bubba.
I love it. No, it's not like a secret, or it's not like a silly name or a dumb name. It's a very common name. I just don't go by it. I grew up going by Bubba. I remember going to school. My mom had to sit me down and be like, "Hey, listen, you have a real name and it's not Bubba." And I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "What? I'm living in a house of lies." I'm like, "What about AJ? Is his real name AJ?" She's like, "Well, actually, no. His name is Aaron J. We call him AJ as short." I was like, "What about Dad? Is that his real name?" She's like, no. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, so I think I was like absent for the first month of school because I didn't know what my real name was. As far as I know, dude, my first birthday cake said Bubba. I've never gone by my original name. I think I graduated high school right before I walked up there. They were like, hey, what name? And I was like, Bubba Flores. And that's what they said. I got married when they said, do you take Bubba to be your, you know what I mean? They said Bubba. I only signed my name legally, you know? It's not embarrassing or anything. My name is that's my real name. Flores. I'm lying. Cut that out. Hey, bleep that.
We should bleep it.
Ector, bleep it. Can you bleep it for real?
Yeah, no,
hey, bleep it. I'm serious. That'll just be more funny.
Yeah, and blur it out.
Bleep it. Hey, just bleep it. Dude, just bleep it because I don't like people knowing my name because then they call me that as if it's gonna bother me.
Yeah,
and it doesn't because it's
trying
a
to be funny. Yeah,
they're like, hey, my cousin does that stuff, dude, thinking he's hilarious. Called me.
I got you.
I named my son. I named my son Flores the second because I didn't want him to be a junior. And so it works out. Like we call him. We don't call him little. We don't call him baby. We don't call him.
All right, now you're going overboard because I got to do a lot of bleeping now.
That's a lot of bleeping, right? Just bleep the whole thing. You know what I mean? Please do it. That'll be so funny. And it works out because they call him that, and I'm Bubba. You know what I mean? And so I've never gone by that name. It's great. Like when I do job interviews and stuff, they can never find that guy on I have no social media with that name.
Yeah.
The few times I've been in like a newspaper or something, it's Bubba. You know what I mean? So that other guy doesn't exist.
Yeah, I was thinking about the other day, and I
Bleep
knew that's what it
that'd
was.
be so funny.
I knew that because I always remember it was Bubba Flores, and then you know what you said your name was.
Yeah.
And that's always how I'm all. I think that's what it is. I was telling Mary Jane.
Yeah,
but I didn't want to ask you.
No, it's fun to me because of that. You know what I mean? That people I've known since we were like 14 years old and beyond do not know my real name. You know what I mean? Like it's fun to me that like that people don't know it and they guess and they feel like it's like some sort of mystery. You know what I mean? But it's not. It's just that I just don't go by that name.
Oh man, good shit. We got all these man. Subscribe to the Patreon. We also got shit you should have seen coming up here soon.
Dude, is that another podcast you have?
It's gonna be a movie review show.
Are you gonna? I'm sorry. I know we're going over time. I'm just curious.
No, that's fine. Go ahead.
Are you doing it like a live movie theater 3000 kind of thing? Like you're watching the movie and talking about it, or are you gonna watch the movie and then do like a review about it?
I'm gonna watch the movie and then I do a review about it.
Okay.
So yeah, it'll come to you in video form. I might release an audio version of it. We'll see.
Bro, I love movies. I would love to review a movie with you. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
I love movies, man.
So the premise of it is, man, I've seen a lot of like random movies, like Hot Boys.
Me too.
You know,
I've never seen it.
Yeah, you know, but I've missed out on a lot of blockbuster, classic ass movies. You know,
Forrest Gump. You seen Forrest Gump?
I have seen Forrest Gump, but I just watched The Matrix for the first time, like probably like 5 or 6 months ago. Yeah, so this first episode is on Teen Wolf. I just watched Teen Wolf for the first time. Ector and I recorded that, so that should be coming to y'all soon. And then the Halloween episode is going to be over I Know What You Did Last Summer. So,
bro, you never saw that movie?
I've never seen it. Still haven't seen it. I'll watch it in a couple of weeks. And I'll
that's a good one.
My review. So.
That's a good one.
Yeah. We got to team up and tag team one.
Dude, it's got to be something we've both never seen, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
That's gonna be hard because I watch a lot of dumb movies.
I'll find something.
Yeah, we'll throw something. Hopefully, it'll stick to the wall. So, all right, let's get out of here, man. Bubba, before we get out of here, we take one last shot for the Woodies and for everybody here. So cups up. Money E, cheers to you. Bubba, cheers to you, my friend.
Cheers.
Cheers to the Woadies. Cheers to all the great ass skits, comedy sketch shows that we talked about this episode. Cheers to all of y'all. Cheers to the way back when. Woadies, thank you for joining us for another episode of the Way Back When podcast, a reflection upon the golden era, our golden era. We'll holler at y'all next week. Deuces.
I know who I want to take me back. I know who I want to take me back. I know who I want to take me back, way back when. I know who I want to take me back. I know who I want to take me back. I know who I want to take me back, way back when.